organization, where is the question of any return? So upon your trust deed, memorandum and articles of association, and the income tax officer simply see the objects for which you have been set up are charitable. And of course, the moment you get 12A ATG, from that year onwards, you have to start filing your ITR 7 report in 10B, because that will be seen when they are going to give you this more permanent as in only for a period of 5 years registration to you. So, but of course, if you are a brand new organization, 6 months ago you got registered and now you are applying to income, obviously you have no return. I mean, you are a new entity, so it's quite understood. But from the year in which you 12A AB, you start keeping your books of accounts properly, file the relevant ITR 7 audit report in 10B, and stand with the requirements of the income tax. The compliance requirements are that in any given financial year, your organization must apply 85% of its income on the objects of the trust, which includes admin costs. Balance 15% can be taken as a reserve fund if you like. That is unrestricted money. Trustees have any personal benefit. Any investments that you make it in safe modes only. The safe modes are talked about under Section 11(5) of Income Tax Act, which refers to bank fixed deposits, national savings certificates. Mutual funds are also permitted, and those kinds of safe. You cannot invest in shares and stocks. I mean, you can't go to the stock market and say, I'm going to buy some blue chip shares, etc. That all those kinds of things. And yes, of course, you can invest in immovable property also. That is also one of the options under. So if you follow norms, it's fine. Also, if you happen to be an organization that the category called any other object of general public utility, you must ensure that your business income is not more than 20% non-business income. So I'll stop there. Certainly necessary now to be able for CSR grant. First of all, please understand that CSR is a function of the company and not of the NGO. The NGO is merely taken on as a CSR partner or a provider of that service to that company. So the requirement for the company is the company can do the CSR activity, and the CSR activities are listed under what is called Schedule 7 of the Companies Act 2013. The company can do CSR on its own with the help of its own. It can do it through its own foundation, which it may have created, or it can work with implementing partners, which need to have the following. It must be either a trust society or a Section 8 company. There was a move 2 years ago to make only Section 8 companies eligible, and a lot of people panicked at that stage. But I mean, wisdom prevailed, and all three are equally eligible. So I mean, please don't feel shy if you are a trust society. All three are recognized. You need to be a trust society or a Section 8 company. You must have a track record, at least 3 years of service as an NGO, and you need to be registered on the Ministry of Corporate Affairs website in a very simple form called CSR1. There is also a form called CSR2. NGOs have nothing to do with it. CSR2 is the form that companies fill to give their CSR reporting, what they did in the name of CSR. CSR2, don't worry about it. CSR1 is a one-time so far. You don't have to renew it. People also ask me, do we have to renew it? No. The moment you register on the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, that is ROC's portal, you get a unique identification number, which must be quoted on your CSR proposal, CSR grant. So most companies, they have a compliance checklist. So they will say, are you a trust society or a Section 8? Okay, tick, very good. Do you, it also needs to have both. It needs to have 12A and ATG. So I forgot about that. So they will checklist that also, both 12A and ATG. And does it have a track record of 3 years? They'll again say, okay, they got that. So 3, and the fourth final one, are you registered? And that means, do you have that unique identification number? CSR1. CSR1 is a simple one-page form. Yeah, best that if you entrust your chartered accountant to do it, although frankly, there is no rocket science to it, because they are merely asking the name of your organization, when it was registered, and certain basic documents that we are familiar with. And of course, your chartered account company secretary has to attest it using digital signature, etc. Therefore, I suggest that it's best you do it through a company secretary or a chartered accountant, preferably your own auditors. let them do it. Just submit them. As very basic information is asked for, and it's very easy. You can get this done in a matter of, it's a process that should not take more than half an hour, sometimes even 15 minutes.